Hey everyone, welcome back to more Flesh and Bad. We are back after the move to Colorado, which was long and painful and very, very tiring. We are back with some more Flesh and Blood. So today I'm going to be playing my newest Zen list into Tegan's Ira. So let's talk about the Zen list first. So the Zen list was a little bit inspired by some of the world's deck lists. So if you haven't seen it, the first place calling winner put out a deck tech and kind of walk through a lot of the matchups. So if you haven't seen that video, I encourage you to go watch it. So I'm playing kind of like a slightly modified version of his list. So I am kind of going up on like Pounce and Key, Key Unleashed. I'm trying to maintain kind of a roughly 30 card combo count. One thing that might change is like Bittering might turn into like the third Pounce and Key, kind of being a little bit similar to his list, but I don't want to try it like this. We're also running only one Cosmic. I think I have a second Cosmic in the board because this list. Oh, sorry. Let me go back first. A little bit of context. This list is what I'm predicting to be good after the high octane ban. So this list is kind of a plan for like the Portland calling. So after like November 11th, I'm at minimum predicting a high octane ban. But if there is not a high octane ban, I think it's more probably also going to maybe 50-50 on CYB. If CYB leaves, we maybe only need one Cosmic, but just in case there is some CYB in the meta, you probably do want like at least two Cosmic or like a Cosmic and like a Talisman of Cremation or something like that. In this package, we're also cutting the blacks off, assuming that this is like a no or a Dio has been substantially weakened meta, which it looks like it's going to be. And then we just have, generic Zen good stuff. We've got our Bittering, CNC, etc. In the board, I'm also running 3 weakest links because I think Erase Face stocks kind of go down after the high acting ban, assuming that there is a high acting ban. And I've also added some sync belows just in case we like pair into like Victor or whatever. And this list is only running 5 equipment, kind of like the world's list. I kind of like the idea of cutting like needles and AB just because I don't think they're super impactful. At least in my experience, like it feels better to just have like these really targeted sideboard slots for like good generics and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm working with here. Yeah, but anyways, this list is definitely inspired by Karma's deck list. So if you haven't, go check it out. And now we're going to move on to Tegan's list. So Tegan is doing kind of like a Tiger Ira build. So I think this is a little bit inspired by like the We Make Best list. I think Tegan and I have been kind of like talking back and forth about Ira. And I kind of like the idea of Flex Clause, so I initially kind of put this in my Ira list, and then Tegan kind of iterated a little bit on it some more. So I think I was initially on like Tiger Eye Reflex, but I've heard that card's not super great into Ira. And I think I was also on like Gravekeeping for like CYB, but I think Tegan cut those to run like Rainbow Flick Flack, which also seems quite strong. And just a bunch of, generically good Ira stuff. So nothing super crazy here. Regarding like AB2 and a Zephyr Needle on the board, just for more aggressive matchups. And yeah, I think this is the list. And again, this is inspired a little bit by the We Make Best list because I don't think either of us have played a ton of Ira yet. So we kind of just want to use kind of like a baseline of what the people are building, basically. Yeah, but with that, I think we're going to go ahead and get into the games. All right, Tegan has won the die roll, and I am going first. So into Ira, what do I want? I think I still want these. Don't think we need any of this stuff. I don't think these are like terrible, but those are more for like Victor than anything. I feel like we can cut some of the cute stuff maybe. Like I think these are kind of decent Ira. Maybe these are also, well, those are probably fine. Maybe like cut one of these and then I don't know. I don't feel super strongly about a ton of this. I can cut the Cosmic too. I don't think it's gonna go to that point against Ira. This seems kind of fine to me. I don't have a ton of experience sideboarding against Ira, so this is probably going to be something I have to learn. But the 60 seems reasonable to me at first glance, so let's go ahead and give it a shot. Again, there's probably like a more optimal thing that it should be doing, but it's probably fine. Okay, decent starting hand. How do we want to play this? I think we just want to kind of filter here. I maybe want to park this guy. Nah, I think we're just going to Arsenal. Alright, Kodachi for 1 is fine. So Tegan's also on double Kodachis. I think, so funny thing enough, the game we recorded initially, I had my mic like not completely plugged in just because we've been moving and I forgot to plug it in. So this game we're gonna try to not do that. We do see the leg tap for 5 here, so it's not bad. Question is, what do we want to do here about it? Part of me almost feels like no block is correct. Yeah. I say no blocks for now. Okay, into a Mullen key for 5. So Tegan already is going to draw a card. Or, like, us giving Tegan a card is not actually accomplishing anything here. Like, they don't have go again. So I'm kind of inclined to just let this hit. Because they're not going to be able to convert that card they draw off Mask. We are taking a little bit of damage here, but our hand's pretty good. So let's go ahead and get... Oh, I'm fucking dumb. Yes. Okay, wait, this is fine. So I probably should have given up something. Well... Interesting. I don't know if there's actually anything great to do there. Alright, our turn is substantially worse, but that's on me for not paying attention. Let's go ahead and close chain, preserve. I didn't have a graveyard set up for preserve, so I couldn't. Also, I don't want to pass. Gain a resource, and then activate Zen. We'll get our Breed Anger. Yeah, so this is a little bit of fuck up here. But what are you going to do? Yeah, it's pretty late in the day, so.
It's only 5. It's just dark.
It is dark. Okay, it's like, it feels like it's late in the day. I'm also jet lagged, so. Feels like it's later than it is. Do get a nice little CNC here, which is hopefully pretty good against Tegan, because the deck does run a lot of reacts. It looks like we get a really awkward 6 block out of Tegan, so I'm pretty happy with this. We got our Transcend at least. Not like we fucked up definitely, but like still not terrible. Gotta stay positive. All right, Kodachi for 1 is fine. Let's see what the follow-up is. Another Kodachi, also probably fine. Yeah, that's fine as well. Into a Chase Tail. Team does not have Tunic up notably, and Tegan also already has a card in hand, so the Mask of Momentum is still not getting a lot of value here. So we're still not incentivized to really block here. And the hand does play, kind of. It's not like great, but it's like decent. Alright, so Tegan will get the card draw, which is fine. It's kind of like a double ponder token almost. There's like some value in like getting Mask there, like because you get to choose your arsenal. But anyways, here we'll just go ahead and start with spinning real quick. And I think we'll just play out the hand. All right. That's fine. Obviously not having a blue is not great, but is what it is. All right, blocking with Warmongers makes sense. We'll go ahead and pass back. And this hand's kind of mid. Could be better. Kodachi for 2. think we're fine with this. I want to save blocking for disruption, ideally. All right, finishing on aspect.
Refresh the page.
Oh. Okay, finishing on aspect. So this to me feels like a razor reflex. So I think in that situation, we'll go ahead and block with Tiger Eye Reflex. Okay, that's the razor reflex, so we will go ahead and cover that up. Another one? Double razor reflex. Okay, that's spicy. Sure, you got me. I failed to play around 2 razor reflexes.
Oh no, how could you possibly fail to do that?
That's funny.
Best part is it's not a very good personal skipping arsenal.
Nice. Okay, what are we doing on this hand?
That was funny.
It was funny, I'll give you that. I want to arsenal this. I guess we'll just play this out. I don't know. The last turn was weird. It's not like a super efficient hand or anything. Alright, we'll go ahead and invest back and then arsenal this. Okay, that's not bad. Spinning is fine here. Yep, we'll say no blocks. Okay, into CNC for 7. It's not bad. We can cover this. So how are we covering it though is the question. Like ideal scenario, we get to hold on to both of these, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to. Could give up like 5 here, but it also feels bad. I feel like giving up 6 is like kind of reasonable. Like block here, here, here. Hold on to these 2. It's not terrible. Sure. We're gonna do this. I think you generally probably want to save your pouncing claws for like a breakpoint like that. It's kind of why I've been holding off on using armor. Go ahead and stir. Resource, search. And do we want to get chase the tail? We'd have to use our pouncing paws if we want to do that. Maybe it's just worth it. Sure, let's go ahead and do it. All right, we'll go ahead and pass back. It's a little bit of a scary spot to be in, but I think we still got a little bit of room. Okay, starting with the flex claws is not bad. Though, how much do we care about this tiger? Probably a decent amount. Feels bad to block this. I don't like this. Maybe it's just gotta be what it's gotta be though. Tick 4. Tiger's probably gonna be super annoying. Sure. This like chase is quite bad. And it is chase. Ugh, rough. Okay. We'll go ahead and cover this so that we reset mask at least. It's probably the best course of action. We do get our traverse online, which is pretty good. It's not a great spot to be in. I feel like I fucked up at some point, but I don't know exactly where. Coming in for 4. It's also shoot code, so Zen State doesn't really do anything. $100 wins. Also quite rough. I think we are supposed to block some of this. Can still cover a sensor if Tegan has it. Yep, so that is what we played around. So, pretty good turn from Tegan. Getting the full... I think that's why Flex Claw is actually like really, really solid, by the way.
Yeah, that was like a really good usage of that card.
Yeah. Pretty solid. Alright, we have a pretty good turn ourselves, though. Levels plus Chi. I guess what are we doing with it? Guess we just get swipe. Draw, go. It's not bad. Could have saved this too, but I'm not sure. Sends a lot of damage. Okay, Tegan's going to 1, but we are in a precarious spot. Okay, I'm fine with Kadachi. Also ripping out my headphone cord. Alright, spinning wheel kick for 5 is also... Well, that's lethal, so we do have to block this. So probably go ahead and block with the Mullen Key. And then Tegan needs 1 additional card to take us down. We're also not playing around Razor Reflex, but I guess Tegan already saw all 3. Ooh, and a weakest link for 6. That's rough. I think our goose is kind of cooked here, but go ahead and block. I think we were firmly in Kadachi lock. I definitely messed up some part of this game. I'm not sure what it was exactly, though. Go ahead and 100 wins. Maybe it was the double Razor Reflex that was really good. The chase the tail was also like really, really brutal. Alright. Do get a card out of hand at least, but we are not in a great spot. Pretty much priced into blocking out every turn. I think I'm gonna go ahead and let you have this one.
Hold on, let me get it.
Okay, sure. Fair enough. Fair enough. We just died at Kadachi's.
Cool.
Nice. You also
died that turn too at Kadachi.
Yeah, true. Rising Knee Thrust is also pretty sick with the leg taps.
This deck's pretty good.
It is pretty good. You want to run another one?
Yeah, we can run one more.
Okay, rematch.
Full rematch?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me actually see. Okay, first or second. I think we'll maybe go second. And then I feel like we do still want these. I'm still not sure about these. These seem kind of weak. This also seems kind of weak. Try something like this, maybe. Maybe like cut one of these. I would have cut like non. What if we like did cut that and did like that? Again, I'm still like experimenting with sideboarding, so bear with me if this is not, you know, super optimal. I'm gonna try like this and see how it goes. I think those are pretty good into you. I think CNC is also quite good. All right, let's run it like that. All right, Kadachi for 1 is fine. We will say no blocks. one's also probably fine. I think I'll say no blocks as well. Deacon's kind of incentivized to kind of hand dump here. Huh. What is this? I feel like I just want to do this. If we draw a blue here, this hand's insane. Alright, we took 3 damage, but you know, we do get to keep this really good hand. Hand's slightly less good now, but it's fine. We'll get our Transcend online, gain our resource, and go ahead and just do our chase tail. It's obviously not great that we're like leaking 3 damage there, so maybe like blocking with the aspect there was right, but who knows. All right, aspect to Tiger body block is pretty good. I think we're going to go ahead and just play the Tiger Swipe out to get our 4 value now. It also means that CNC is a lot less of a threat. Alright, we'll go ahead and pass. Alright, pretty good hand. Coming in for 2. I'll still say no blocks on this just to see what this is. Into 100 wins. Interesting. For 4 is not bad. Go ahead and block with the Foot Clack here. Just get our full value.
Actually, oops, I did not mean to do that.
You're good. Alright, Tien is coming up on Tunic counter at some point. Interesting. Still say no blocks on this. Trying to just be a little bit careful with this hand. Might have been a little bit punished because I was kind of expecting like a disruption effect, but I think Tegan just kind of held on to it. Let's go ahead and send in the stick. And we could do this for 5, or we can do it for 3 and then play this. I guess the question is a random card draw off the top better than +1 damage? So we can just put this in Arsenal. I think this is probably fine, just send 7. Kind of don't mind this. I don't think we need to draw a card off this. We are a little bit ahead in terms of the damage race, but that can pretty quickly change in this matchup, it feels like. Alright, blocking with E-Strike, I am happy to see that. Now we'll go ahead and Arsenal this. I'm just trying to be a little bit careful with Traverse, just because Tien is on weakest link, which is a little bit scary. Bearing Thorns is kind of weird. I don't think we blocked this. Do need to be a little bit careful about mask momentum this turn. Alright, CNC for 8 is spooky. Could honestly just let this go. If we let this go, we play this. We have like a pretty decent turn. It's interesting. I feel like this does not warrant like throwing everything in front of. Tegan's also not getting a card draw off of this, so that's one thing in our favor. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and develop out this, and maybe we'll go ahead and give the pouncing pause now, although we don't need to. Maybe saving these for the 1 block is pretty good. Kind of okay with this. So we'll lose our 100 wins in Arsenal, but we'll get our chi. And then we do get a flip, so that's pretty good. We probably should have checked our combo card count before. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 30 in deck, and then we have 3 in hand, so 7 out of. We have 23 left in deck, so we're slightly below average, but pretty much 50-50. Yeah, so I think that's worth the risk. And we hit, which is very good. Let's go ahead and... So we have Tiger in hand. We spend a Tiger here, make a Tiger. Spend a Tiger here. So we need 1 more Tiger, which means we need to get Aspect. This is a pretty good hand. So, also, we probably shouldn't have... Well, I think we needed a Tiger. Yeah, so we should have done the sequencing this way. Okay, so we start with a Tiger. This is a pretty high damage turn. Go ahead and send in the 5. And then we can play this now is probably fine. So get our Shuka buff. Then we'll do pouncing. I don't know what this card is for. I don't know if this card is all that necessary in Zen. Like maybe you just want more consistency, but it does feel really good if you like hit it off Harmony or you're able to search for it. I don't mind it as a 1-of, but like above that, it's kind of excessive. This is pushing a lot of damage here. So basically got like +7 value from that Ancestral Harmony, which is pretty gross. Yep, and Tegan's not even able to keep the CNC as well. Okay, we get full grip, which is really, really good. Let's go ahead and Harmony. Okay, no hit on that one. But we do get Rising Sun. Go ahead and bottom, Breed Anger, gain a resource, activate, and we'll get our aspects. I think we're just going to park this guy in Arsenal. So it feels like we're kind of in the driver's seat for this game. Last game, I'm not sure what exactly went wrong. Maybe the disruption just lined up super well. Oh, blue fleck is nice though. Any combo card should be able to cover this pretty well. Yep, like spinning. Definitely pretty solid. We do have 1 more Tiger coming in though, so we're still pushing a lot of damage. And I think we're just gonna go ahead and Arsenal this. Okay, this hand leaves a bit to be desired. I think this is a hand where we probably just need to pop the pouncing pause, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Unfortunate that we weren't able to get our block value, but I was trying to be a little bit conservative just to save it for Kodachis if we needed to. I think we are gonna also overpitch this Breed Anger since we don't have a really great way to use it. We do get a 1 damage chip in here, which is really good. No, finish on the CNC. Okay, that is a very good block for us. I'm assuming Tegan's probably sitting on a react of some kind, either in hand or in arsenal. I feel like CNC is quite rough for Ira. Okay, really good hand. Say no blocks on the Kadachi. You also have Tunic we have to worry about a little bit. We've only seen one Razor Reflex.
You're so far ahead that there's very little I can do at this point.
That's fair enough.
What ended up killing me was I drew an all red hand.
Yeah, I feel like that's really what gets you as Ira. Feels like she doesn't have a lot of great ways to deal with that. Here, I think we're just going to block and get our Tiger value. Don't have to worry about Mom anymore. And we have a really nice hand.
Yeah, I kind of see the writing on the wall. I'm going to scoop it up.
Fair enough. Yeah. That was a pretty good start for me.
Yeah, I think the issue I had that game is that I drew into hand of 4 reds and couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like just the worst.
Yeah.
If I were to change this deck, I would get rid of all of the Tiger stuff.
You don't like the Tiger stuff?
I don't like the Tiger stuff.
Okay.
I don't think it's very good.
Yeah, so that's going to do it for the games today. Thank you all for watching. Again, this is kind of a work in progress deck that, again, I took a lot of inspiration from the calling list. I'm still trying to figure out what the best thing is going to be after like high octane band or CYB band or neither of those. But this seems like a pretty good shell, at least initially. But yeah, with that, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.